It's the process of building the skill set. Okay, the earlier we start something, the earlier we learn. The most difficult things in managing is not about technical. It's not about building the application. It's not about building software, but about managing people.
Welcome back to ENOUVO Hub, a knowledge sharing and career orientation channels of ENOUVO. Today's video is from the webinars of Ms. Trang, CEO of ENOUVO Group, sharing her startup journeys with Australian students. If you are looking for valuable advice to prepare for your own startup, watch to the end of the video.
First of all, I just want to introduce a little bit about myself. So my name is Trang. I had some years of experience in Melbourne, but actually I studied there since I was 18 years old. I studied in Monash University and studied in computing and banking and finance. After this graduation, I worked in a small IT company before I entered in RMIT University and worked as a programmer analyst over there. So during the, I also start as a developer working with, different kind of team to do building application to manage the student life cycle in RMIT. I worked in Australia for more than 6 years before me and my husband came back to Vietnam, and we start concentrating on building our business, which is ENOUVO. If you can see that after nearly 10 years of experience, we have built different business within our ENOUVO group. Currently, our company, we have 120 plus employees with 5 sub-brands. And this is the history of us. And when I say 5 sub-brands, what does that mean by sub-brand? Currently, we are ENOUVO Group. If you can see here, our main business is the IT solution business, where we're providing consulting business for our clients from Australia, from Canada, from different kind of countries. So we build our portfolio throughout the years, where we have mainly served the client in a speaking English country. We have a brand called InnoStar, where we have a team of designer, marketer, and also web landing page builder, where we're providing service for launching products. So basically, during the time where we do IT consultant, we have a lot of clients building MVP product. So we had to do a lot of, development, design thinking, building, the idea and shipping the MVP product for them. And during that time, we realized that we actually have a potential of, after building it, we actually can bring it to the market, building all of these graphic, like sale kit, or building their landing page or digital marketing plan to ship the product to the market. So through the years, we have the team of InnoStar, more than 20 people, to actually doing that service for our clients after they have done with the development of the product. So that is some example product and some example type of work that we do in our company. But to do that, it's not like, one day we can do all of that. It's the process of building the skill set. In the beginning, we just know how to build application. Like if you guys, kind of like join the workforce, the first thing is you have to learn how to build application, how the existing company actually, what kind of technology they are using, what the existing experience they have. And when you join the workforce, you're gonna learn how to work with them, how to work with other colleagues, and building your own skill set so that you can actually start working on the tasks that people assign to you. For us, we had the same kind of journey. We also work in an IT company. And then when we start building, we also don't know anything about managing a business, nothing about managing human resource or financial planning and everything. We just have one skill, building application, and then we just get people forming a team, start doing that. But through time, we build slowly the knowledge on how to actually build an application with a proper process, how to actually design it better, and how to manage it better, how to actually, improve the way we work with people better, all of that. That is a journey, and it takes a lot of time. In our community, in our city, we have a lot of startup competition or hackathon and things like that. And I can see the young people now are very passionate about building stuff They already start, try to build stuff since they're very young. We just had a youth hackathon just a few weeks back in Da Nang. And that youth hackathon is actually for people from 16 to 18 years old. So they are in high school and they form a team and they start coding and they're building application and they start building and shipping their idea. And I can see that the future is going to be like people are going to start building a lot of things to solve the problems around us, right? And they start from the very young age. It doesn't mean that they're going to become a successful entrepreneur or they're going to become successful in business, but that's something to kick off in the beginning, like in a very young age. They can learn a lot of things during that process. So that's something that I feel like, okay, the earlier we start something, the earlier we learn to apply our knowledge in the university or during the time we learn, we can actually start doing something exciting very soon. So any of you guys that actually planning to having an idea, want to become a startup founder, something like that in the future, not now, but maybe in the future, maybe, yeah. And if do so, I think the best thing is start planning from the beginning, from now itself. Don't wait until 5 years, 10 years, because when you plan, you're looking for a job. If you dream to become like getting a stable job in a big company, it's the ideal things you should do when you get out of the uni. Because normally big company, things already streamlined, process already streamlined. You get into the role, onboarding process already there. You can learn right away how to do your job and things like that. But then you're gonna do only the job. You will not do a lot of other things. If you want to become a business owner, you can think about startup company. When you join a startup company, the first thing is you have to do a lot of things. You might apply in a developer role, but you have to take care of the tester role. You have to do a lot of other things. But with that, you're gonna expose to the experience that building a lot of skills, because you have to find a way how to do it together with your teammates, because the team is very small but have to do a task to make the product or the project, successful, right? So you kind of like, it pushes yourself into, okay, learning a lot of things. And with that learning, you will get the experience you want. And one day, who knows, you might become a startup founder. So it depends on what your 10-year vision and plan, how you want to be. You can set out what kind of career path you want to go and learn. To be honest, it doesn't mean that always startups sound really cool, but it's actually tiring sometimes. And open a business is also can be really tiring. But if you are someone who determined that I want to try, I want to test, I want to own a business, I want to be a founder, then definitely you have to work double hard compared to other people, and then learn in a quick way. The earlier you learn, the faster you learn, the better, right? So choose an environment where it's allow you to learn all of these fast. When you build a team, I'm not sure whether in the future you guys want to build your own business or not, but still, my experience is when you join a team, a new team, there's always a state of forming. So the team gonna start knowing each other's face. After the forming will be the storming. Most of the team, unless you have the angel in your team, then you might not experience storming. But I experienced that a lot of the time when a new project teams are formed, we have to go through a storming phase where people disagree, where people, have a different direction on doing something. There's a task and one person want to do this way, another person want to do another way. They discuss, they fight. That is the storming phase. So we kind of like understand, that is a very normal stage of a team. And the only priority we want to do is how to go to the norming state as fast as possible. So conflicting is something natural to the team, but how to resolve the conflict, it depends on the team lead or the team manager, or also the team members, that you guys have to learn how to kind of like communicate with each other, put down our ego and try to understand other member, why they think that way and why we think this way, and then pro and con, all of that kind of thing. disagreeing about something and you not saying something doesn't mean that you resolve the conflict. Yeah, like it doesn't mean that like when you choose to be quiet even though you disagree about some decision, it doesn't mean that you are resolving the conflict. You need to voice out, but voice in a way that people can listen to us and understand what is the pro and the con of that discussion. And people have to actually know how to come through a discussion and get the best outcome out of it. The storming phase will depends on the team member, but if we work well together, we're gonna go very fast to a norming phase where the team already understand each other well, strength and weakness of each other, and then start to go to the performing stage is where people start doing the best at their work. They know exactly what they have to do and who they have to ask and things like that. I think that is something very fundamental in any company or in any startup, because a lot of the time startup fail also because of the team departing, the conflicting in team. You know, team member working together, but then do not have the same kind of direction, vision, and a way of thinking for the team to go forward. The most difficult things in managing is not about technical, it's not about building the application, it's not about building software, but about managing people, managing human resource, managing people expectation, how to actually create motivation for people to work together. That is the most difficult thing. In terms of the work, anything you can learn technically, you can learn everything from online. A lot of experienced engineers and professionals that are sharing online. But what you can learn is the real experience to work with the people, because people behave different because of their characteristics, their thinking. If in the future you guys want to build your own business, thinking how to build a culture where people really can bond with each other, and that's where it can create the motivation to work and to contribute the value to the company, because when the company grow, they also can grow. Yeah, so that is something at the start of the startup and the business. Think about the core value that you want to build.
And those are 7 remarkable experiences from the startup journeys of Miss Trang. We hope that this video can inspire you and help you to prepare for your own business. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.